All right. So these are all parts of locations where I haven't been in many years, and obviously it's going somewhere, but I don't want to go too far. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little bit farther just to see what's happening up this way. Look at the growth here. I wonder how long this has been growing. Interesting. Wow. These are the trees that, you know, all these folks will study and let you know how many hundreds of years they've been growing. And you know, I don't know, I don't want to go too far back, but anyway, this is all other parts of Victory Valley. Some call it Valley of Tears. Obviously I was walking up a hill. I had a feeling because my breath was certainly hindered there. So, and as long as I've been walking up these hills, as I said before, I would swear it would be easier, but it doesn't get easier for me. Maybe for someone else. But anyway, look at the beauty of all those trees all around. Coconut trees, palm trees. I'm sure they're pears, Bawara. Now I think this hill, or this, I'm sorry, this walkway, I think this takes you up to the Scheme Hill. That's the one that I was talking about the other day. Look at the roots on this tree and the way it spreads across. It looks like it was rooted up and just fell down and landed on the other tree, but never came down because of all the roots. It's amazing. God's work is truly amazing. Kind of scary looking, but definitely I doubt that will ever fall. Probably somebody will have to come and, you know, with some sort of oxsaw and, you know, do that down. But for now it's holding up, and I don't think it's gonna fall down at all. So once again, I'm in the valley today, guys. This is my hometown, and these hills and, you know, sidewalks and every place else that I see, these are places that I haven't been in many, many years. And I can't recall if I ever walked this particular path, but as a kid growing up, I can imagine. And I traveled all over with my uncles and my brother as well, so I can imagine that I would have definitely walked these hilltops before, or this particular track before. And if I didn't, that would be amazing. Because we strayed all over the place. Even at 5, 6 years old, we were all over. Those days it was safer, and even today kids are all over anyway. You know, kids are not afraid to walk. The other day my nephew, who's 7, came all the way to the hilltop at my business with his little friend. Could not believe it. I think my brother is starting to let him go a little bit and not protect him as much. So, because you can't, you know, guard them in forever, because, you know, first of all, they're kids. They weren't going to want to play. And one of the fascinating thing about life in the Caribbean or in Guyana is that, you know, play is very important to us. So we have been playing from the time we can find ourselves. We know what play is. We get out and we play outdoors. We play without shirts. We play with, you know, we play barefooted. We were playing with sand and mud from the time we were little. So we understand what play is. And I think part of the beauty of why a lot of us go back home is because, and why we come back to our home countries is because of the fact that we remember those. I mean, it's pure nostalgia. Like, we remember those days when we played and when life was innocent and when childhood was so beautiful. And we get older, we pray to get older, and as we got older we realized responsibilities is not so, or adulting is not so cute, right? So we wish that we could just enjoy. And I think part of this process of adulthood is beautiful, yes, but at the same time we just wish that we could do a lot less adulting and a little more childhood type of playing, where we just enjoy life. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, so we are just going back, like I said, towards the well, what I'm going to do is go towards the other side now, and that's the side I also wanted to go to. So you'll see that I'll take another track. So the track that I took is over this way. So sorry. So today we're going to actually go towards another area as well, and that area, well, we'll see what's back there. Now I'm hoping it's a place where my brother's girlfriend Nisa took us to, and I am not sure that it is, but I'll see once I get there, you know, what it is. You know, I think it's the freedom that places like this offers that a lot of us admire, and we wish we could just go back and live that free life that I think, you know, so many people get the chance to enjoy and we don't. So I'm gonna turn this around so that way you can. All right, so this is another walkway, and this is the one that I peeked at once again and didn't quite get to come out to. Now today, guys, let me say something. I did this just for you because I was supposed to be up at my business very early this morning, and I decided not to go. And I kept waiting for the rain to ease just so that I can, you know, start filming. And of course, it kept coming for quite some time. And I decided not to leave until I can get some footage. So I'm actually here and doing some filming. So let's see what the back here has to offer. So I want to film over on the other side, but maybe when I come back I'll be able to catch a footage of what's going on that side. I don't know if this is it. This is weird. Now the way these plants grow in just the bushes is just amazing to me. Or maybe it is it. Oh, I think I see something that resembles what I saw the last time. So I'm hoping that's it, but let's go see. Well, the good thing about it is, you know, and you see how quiet it is? Literally, it's very, very quiet. And once again, this is deemed like the hood, or, you know, ghetto as they call it. They themselves call it that. I've never called it that. I didn't even know that terminology was attached to it until maybe about 10 years ago. I came home and I was hanging out with some folks, and they were talking about, you know, the valley, and then they mentioned the word ghetto. And notice that it's also around the time when social media became very popular here in Guyana. So I think people just kind of took that phrase and went with it. No, this is definitely not the part that I was looking for, but I'll keep walking to see what I find back here. Looks like people are cutting down areas, probably to plant new things. I mean, new plants. Some people have like little farms back here. You know, the most fascinating thing for me is where these water are, or where water in these areas derive from. Like, I can't seem to pinpoint where exactly it comes from. I just remembered as a kid going down to an area where we took baths. And I always was wondering, I mean, I just knew that it came at the back of where the pipe was. There was also there were bushes or brushes, lots of brushes, so you couldn't quite see, you know, what was happening in the back there. But I always wondered what in the world, where this water came from. Yeah. Yeah, these are probably, I think this is where this guy lives. He said he lives in the back here, and he said he plants which I can see, lettuce and callaloo. I think his name is Peasy, but I'm not gonna try to mess around because it looks like they have dogs. So I'll try to catch him at my brother's place and, you know, ask him to bring me back here so you can tell me what he does. But anyway, so this is his farm. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure it's him, because he told me he lives in a brown house and he does farming. So I can see a farm and I can see a brown house. And he obviously has it protected, because you want to protect your things, your crops, because first off, people will come and steal it. And second off, you know, it's your investment, so why not protect it? All right, so all right, so I'm going to walk back out. So the vegetation is a constant theme in this valley. It's not only the wild vegetation, but it's the things that you know, plants that you can eat from. Like this is a breadfruit tree. I recognize it. You know, I see that it has like baby breadfruits. You know, you can see the dasheen, and over there we also had callaloo in this guy's farm. You know, that when I was pointing at it, hopefully you could have seen it. So again, this isn't just, here we have the banana tree. You know, so you can literally live off your land. And I think that probably out of all of Linden, out of all of Linden, maybe the Valley people, I don't know about Green Valley and the other parts as much, but I have never seen this much vegetation in Linden. And I've driven to quite a few places. Not every place, of course, but if there's someone who knows a place that has more farming and vegetation, you know, when we were little, we had a, well, first of all, let me know, right? So, and don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and wait for notification when I, you know, put something up here on my vlog. But if you know of a place in Linden town that has more vegetation than the valley, then let me know, all right? Because I would love to go visit. So these are, you know, I'm going to turn this. So People mine a lot of fowls. I know my brother mine a lot of fowls, and you know, I can see fowls in these people's yard over here. There's banana tree here, banana right here.